coming
Listen,
off.
I have the stats here. That's all I'm looking at. So
Yeah, this one.
thank you.
Yeah.
14, if that's the number you're looking for.
Should have had. I think I got 20 potential, man. It's all right.
I was going to say, he's looking at the eight rebounds that he won.
I only got 8 because I started actually boxing out, so I let everybody else get the ball. You know what I'm saying? So that was why. Sorry, you were talking there, right?
Did you have a question?
Oh yeah.
How difficult of a spot is this coming off of a long West Coast trip? You guys have played a lot of games in a short amount of time. Just how tough of a turnaround is this game?
Well, I mean, it's definitely tough. You know, I shouldn't say we. They landed at 6 a.m. You know, when you do that, you know what I mean. And I kind of knew that going, so I'm kind of turning my energy up. You know, I'm trying to be that spark. But it's tough coming in 6 a.m. kind of turn around, get right to a game against a team like this who pushes the pace. They're playing really well. They got a lot of, obviously Chris Paul, the head of the snake, but they got a lot of guys who are really, you know, playing at a high level. So this is definitely tough. But you know, we found a way to execute, found a way to get energy as a group, and that's all that matters.
What did you think of Jarrett in the second half tonight?
Man, he's always shows up. He always shows, especially when Ev's out. You know, he knows this. You know, it's his time. He kind of got the floor of the game. There we go. Now that's what you record on Snapchat, fam. That's how you do it. Not when we sitting there talking. But he was phenomenal. I mean, like, you know, he had 19 points in the fourth, got to the free throw line 11 times, 16 boards, getting stops, getting block shots. Like, you know, he's always been consistent for us, and you know, that's like this really showing who he is.
Kenyon talked a lot about how this is part of the season where you're seeing how many options you guys have, and the rotations get smaller in the playoffs, and it gets hard. When it comes to this team, we've learned how selfless you guys are. How does that help you and help Kenny decide when you have to go a certain way?
It just allows, like, we've really shown that we have trust in everybody. You know what I mean? I think that's the biggest thing. And, you know, there's always going to be highs and lows, positives, negatives. Highs and lows, positives, negatives. And I think being able to show over a consistent basis that it can be anybody 1 through 18, that's just a testament to our group when we've put in, you know, obviously with Ev and Ty being out, guys being ready to step up, play more minutes. Like you can. That was outrageous. that was outrageous. That was crazy. That was crazy.
We can move on to the next question.
Nah, it's just, yeah, we have a lot of depth. We believe in each other, man, and that's the biggest thing.
Yo, Isaac's one of those guys that had a great first stint tonight, but didn't get to play as much as he might have wanted to in the fourth quarter because you guys are so deep. One, talk about Isaac in the first half and how he was able to spark off the bench, but also what it says about you guys that are able to play so many different players.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a guy like that, you know, and understanding that it's going to be ups and flows, there's going to be times you're there, and that's like the biggest thing is we trust each other, you know, not really hanging our heads, you know, as a group, understanding, like, look, you know, it may not be your time, it may be your time. You may be playing well, but, like, then somebody else comes in and continues. And that's part of what's going to take, you know, for us to win at a high level. The buy-in from the group. And, you know, you can definitely, you know, find ways to be selfish, but we're not that as a team. I think we're and it shows. Like a night like tonight, Isaac's playing his behind off, but, you know, he doesn't finish and then comes in and does his job. So it's a group effort. It's a group mentality, you know, to be able to sacrifice for the next guy and just see that throughout the season.
Kind of off of that, when you're working through getting your shot to fall in the last stretch of games, do you make the concerted effort of thinking about the other ways that you're going to be able to help on the court?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I wasn't even doing that. You know, I felt like those 4 games when I said what I said was just out there, you know, making sure, like, getting cardio. Like, I wasn't doing anything to impact the game. You know, I'm not, I said this always, it's not just going to be a scorer. I'm not always just going to go out there and have 30, 40, whatever it is. Like, how do you impact winning? And that was really my sentiments behind my comments, because I wasn't impacting winning basketball. I wasn't doing anything. And when your leader's not doing that, you know, that's what happens. So for me, obviously, coming back and just being able to be like, all right, you know, just impact winning, whatever it is. And tonight, you know, it was 25-14, and maybe 10-10-10, and maybe like whatever it comes to, maybe guarding, you know, whatever it is, like that's my job. And so yeah, that's just my mindset.
Any reference to LeBron with some of the passes you were making tonight, and how sometimes, you know, the defense shifts an inch, LeBron will throw the bullet right then. How does the way you see the floor evolve over the course of your career?
I really think it's the simple ones. I think I've always been, able to make like the cross-court ones, like the one I had in Utah. I've done that 1,000 times. You guys see me jump out of bounds. Those are the ones that really catch the eye. But the ones that I'm happy about, and take me to the next level, in my opinion, are the drive middle. They help and kick it right to the corner. A simple read, just to pass ahead. Just getting off the ball. That's when you become a better playmaker. I think that's what really takes you, because those are. It's not flashy, it's boring, but it's the right play. And the challenge is, can you make the right play over and over again? You're not always going to. It's the balance between being a scorer and a passer. You're gonna sometimes take those tougher shots, but in order to become this playmaker that I've tried to grow and become, is being able to make the simple ones, not always the home run passes. The home run passes will be there, different angles and whatnot, but being able to make the simple ones, like I think Sam missed it, but I threw a bounce pass like under Harrison Barnes' hand or whatever. Maybe it was Dean. Like those are the plays consistently. That'll make us tough.
And he also referenced he's pretty against the replay reviews, and it's a flow issue, it's a rhythm issue, it's for the fans, it's an action issue. How big of a replay problem do we have here?
I'm kind of used to it at this point. I think the one on Dre was tough because he had already landed and the guy jumped forward. I do wish there was not as many there were tonight. You know what I mean? I think it kind of did stop the game, and sometimes it can kind of allow a team to get back into it or kind of kill our rhythm. But at this point, I'm just used to it. You know what I mean? I really don't have a preference. I mean, if it was up, because sometimes it's me getting that call. You know what I mean? So like I've been different about it for sure.
I think in one of those first huddles that you guys had, Max said something to the effect of like, "Hey, we got 10 games left. We got to play like we are." You know what I'm talking about? We got to play like we're the team that we want to be. Like,
You heard that? That's impressive.
we time to time. He was mic'd up, so. Yeah.
Gotcha. And he was talking to me, right? He said the same thing to me, but keep going.
Okay. So when you've got a guy like that, like how much does that mean you guys need?
That's leadership, and when you have a guy like him who's consistently putting his body on the line, consistently trying to make the right play the right way, having that message for the group, it's huge, and it definitely it kind of propels the group and allows us to continue to take that step forward. And it's not going to always be easy, but if we want to be the team we want to be, and we've shown it throughout the year, but now is the time. We got 10 games left, got to continue to take those steps, and we've done it. We've kind of got our rhythm back a little bit. Now we can't just be satisfied that we've won 3 or 2 in a row, but 3 in a row. We got to continue to handle business tomorrow. We got Clippers coming up. You know what I mean? Excuse me. So it's gonna be tough.
Last question.
4-minute stretch where you were out in the fourth. Javonte comes in, gives you a big 3, gets the tap back. Because those are the things that kind of can get glossed over. Is that kind of what you guys envision, Javonte, the role playing for him, and that could happen in the playoffs where you need spark like that?
Exactly, when his numbers call. He's been like that his whole career. Him and I got close when he was in Boston. He's always been a guy that can guard when needed. He's athletic, make the right plays, the little things, whether it's on the glass, and then when he's open, knock down a 3. And that's what you're seeing, throughout his time with us. And definitely during the series, you throw him out there and he's ready to go. He's always locked in when his numbers call. So definitely a blessing to have him for sure. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
It's Don. You and Sam got into a little rhythm there in the third, huh?
Oh, I felt like